Hey guys, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. So here I am. It's now time to set up my planners for April, May, and June. Because as you guys know, in my mini happy planner that I use every day, and this is my transformer planner, I've only put January through March in here. So I'm just going to flip some of the pages out of here, or take some of the pages out of here and put April, May, and June. And then I will also show you how I'm going to decorate the April monthly spread using this tissue paper that I got in the balloon box. All right, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take out the pages for January through March. And I just take them out a month at a time. And they're actually very easy to take off the discs. Now for March, I'm actually still going to keep that last week in there because obviously it's, well, the date today is March 26th that I'm filming this and it's my birthday. So I need to keep that week in there because I am still using it. So I'm going to now put in April, May, and June. And I forget which planner this was from. This is the cover of the pages of this planner, and it is the dashboard layout. But I don't keep these on any separate discs. These are actually just on my Raskog IKEA cart. And I just keep them there. And then once the year is done, then I will take or put all the pages back on the bronze discs for this particular planner. And that's what I love about the Happy Planner actually, is that you have the flexibility to do that. So there's the completed pages, putting them back with the pages that are still not decorated for July through to December. I will place that to the side or back in my cart. Then flipping to the Mini Happy Planner lined vertical. So this was the Squad Goals one that was released in, I guess, March of 2019. So I have January, February, March in here. So unlike the dashboard one, I don't necessarily need to keep the last week of March in this one because I kind of know already what the week is going to look like. So again, taking the pages out, and then I've kept the remaining or the last 3 months of this planner on the discs for my notebook. But now that I'm thinking, like, I gotta find the discs for this particular planner, because this planner, the Mini Happy Planner Squad Goals one, was on like pastel rainbow discs, and it was only for July 2019 to June 2020. And I still haven't purchased a new planner for July onwards. I haven't yet decided what I'm gonna do. Whether I'm going to use these, actually, these dot grid pages, and use those as kind of like a bullet journal. I haven't decided yet. Plus, because, you know, with the social isolation that's happening right now, I haven't really been able to get out and go look at my Michaels. So currently, the pastel discs are sitting here without a cover because obviously the cover is in here in the Transformer planner. So once July comes, then I'm gonna figure out what my setup is gonna be for after that. But the months so far from October, I feel like I'm missing months now. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing months now. I gotta find those remaining months here. But I will place, oh no, they're there. There's the beginning of that planner. But yeah, I'm still missing like July, August, and September for that one, which is strange. What I think I did was actually just took all the pages out of that planner and placed them on discs. Not necessarily the most organized, but it worked at the time. So maybe this time at home will give me a little bit more time to organize all of the planners that I've finished using. What do you guys do with all of your old planners? I have been keeping mine. I don't have a ton of planners, so it's not as if it's taking up a ton of room. So there, that one has been taken out. Let's put this back. But yeah. Okay, so for my dashboard layout, I've got April through June in here, and then for my lined vertical, I've got April through June as well. And then the third part, oops, it's still sticky, which is the Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful, which was basically the dot grid notebook. I'm going to keep this the same. I still have a lot of dot grid pages in here. I still have the Post-its in the back. And actually, I'll just show you a little of how this part is set up. I have my cleaning schedule in here, my goals for 2020, my meditation tracker, my decluttering tracker, my weight loss tracker. And then I've placed this kind of divider that I've laminated, and this was from, I think it was acetate from I can't remember which subscription box. And then this was from a Planner Society box. Basically, I've created it for projects, and it works because now I keep track of all my knitting projects here. And then this was a pattern that I actually put into Microsoft Word and printed it out, and then punched the holes for the discs in, and actually put stickers so that it actually looks a little bit cute. So that's a knitting pattern. Okay, so that was just a very easy run through of how I've set up my planner for April through June. I haven't added too many extra decorative elements just because, I don't know, I mean, last year this time I did a lot of decorating of just, I did a lot of decorations for dashboards and things like that. I just haven't felt the need to do that this year. I wanted to keep things simple. So for the month of April for the dashboard layout, this is what I use to keep track of future events, of bills, and what I really want to do is use this paper somehow. Like, it's beautiful tissue paper, and kind of place it on top and then cut out where the actual days of the week are. I might fast forward through this because I don't know how long this will take me. So I'm going to speed through this just because it did take me a while to go through it. So what I did was basically line up the pages of the monthly spread on top of the tissue paper, just trace the measurements and cut them out. I love this tissue paper and I was not going to waste it, and I wasn't going to use it as gift wrap or anything. I wanted to use it in my planner. So I thought this was the best way to make use of that. So using my ruler, once again, you guys always ask me about this ruler. I bought this ruler at Michael's, and it's in the planner recollections section. I don't know if they still have it. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's one of my favorite rulers. So then I'm using just a glue stick. I didn't want to use white glue. I didn't want to use any of those adhesive, so I wanted to use a glue stick, and I put the glue all the way down on the edges, making sure not to get any in the actual calendar part, and then lined up the tissue paper to make sure that it was even on all sides. Now with tissue paper, the hard thing is sometimes it's just going to have a bit of a fold, and that's okay. So then once I've put it down, then I use my X-Acto knife and my ruler to cut out the monthly pages without actually cutting through the page. So I was being very gentle, making sure just to cut on the actual tissue paper and not cut through the paper, because you guys you've seen me do it before where I've cut through the paper without meaning to. So I'm going to repeat the process again with the other side. So really, really easy process actually. If you have a pair of scissors, if you have an X-Acto knife, if you have a glue stick, you can do this. You can take tissue paper, really nice decorative tissue paper, and use it to decorate your spread. And this way, I haven't actually had to use any stickers to decorate. It's basically just this tissue paper. So you can use anything to decorate your planner with. So once again, I've measured out the tissue paper, glued all of the surrounding parts of the spread without getting glue on the actual monthly spread, lay down the tissue paper and made sure it lined up, and then using my X-Acto knife and ruler to cut out the middle of the monthly spread. So I am actually going to do this for both monthly spreads in April, for both mini happy planners, my dashboard layout and then the one for my horizontal that I use as a gratitude journal.
I just wanted them both to match, and I thought this was a great way to use the tissue paper.
I realize now I probably should have left those in there, and I think I still could. Just a matter of remembering which piece went where. Yeah, like I could still cut that out and put that there. I don't know. I really like it so far, but what I'm gonna do now is actually just cut out the holes for the discs. Really easy. If you don't have a Happy Planner hole punch, then I just use my single hole punch. And with the tissue paper, it is actually quite easy. The only thing is obviously all of the glue stick, but much easier, again, if you don't have a punch. So I've cut out the holes for the discs, and then I also cut the slits in for the discs itself. I love the overall effect of it. Obviously you can't tell it's April, so what I'm gonna do is actually go into the journaling sticker book, and they normally have in here, yes, that's what I'm looking for, April. So just place that on top. I think the effect is super, super pretty. I kind of wish now though that I had covered those up, like this whole part up that I should have covered. Let me find those extra pieces that I had, and I will put them back on.
So I was able to find the leftover pieces and match them. So again, using my glue stick, using the same method, lining up the tissue paper to make sure that it matches the outline, and then using my ruler and X-Acto knife to cut off the excess. Such a simple method. I want to see if you guys can use like decorative tissue paper that you have received, or how have you guys used this tissue paper from the Bloom box, because it's way too pretty to go to waste.
Okay, that looks so much better. So now that I've done that, that took a little longer than I wanted it to, but I really wanted to use that tissue paper because it's just absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start filling in the areas here for where my bills are due. Now, if I can only find my planner. The way that I'm going to fill this in is by using mild liner. So there's a lot of pink and a lot of green in here. So I'll be using this green, and I think I'm going to use this pink. But I just need to double check what this is going to look like. And I'm going to do just a little swatch here. That, or actually, yeah, that would work. Okay, I am also going to use, there's a little bit of blue actually. So do blue, so there's those, and I will add a little bit of gray. So kind of taking it from the example of my previous plan with me, so I know when my paydays are, I know when we don't have any major upcoming events because obviously we're all still staying inside. So let's see, the first ones, I'm going to do bills as blue. I just want to highlight that color a little bit more. So, and I'm also getting paid on the first. So we'll do paydays as pink. I'm thankful that I am still getting my paydays, just because I know that with the current situation, not everybody is working right now. Okay, so those are going to be paydays. I'm actually just going to write it in before I forget. And this is for YouTube and CRA. Okay, then the next thing will be bills, and I said those would be in blue. So the first of the month has 1, 2, 3, and 4. And before I forget what they are, Okay, then secondly, because I no longer have Robin's bus passes to worry about, oh, see, that's what's gonna happen. Because school is ended for the rest of the year, so now really it is just about bills. So that's not bills. Let's get that one out of the way before I make the same mistake I did last time. So we've got line of credit and Google. Then we've also got Apple, car and home insurance, and Google Drive. Then this will be for savings. And then we've got cell phone. And I'm also going to do the TD Visa here as well. And then the monthly account fee. So I'll just write them in. I love seeing actually the colors of the page like this. It's just, it's lovely. Where am I? And normally I use my monthly layout to write in extra, well not extra, but things that are coming up. But because the events in the world right now are so unsure, I don't know if I'm gonna be writing things in here, because I don't want to just have to cancel all of them. And actually one of the things that is automatically canceled, we were planning to go to London and Paris, and those have now been canceled. So I will not be putting that in here. I mean, it's kind of sad that it has been canceled, but you know, that is the sign of the times. Now, there's no other extra events that I could put in here. Normally I'd have the kids' gymnastics in here when they would be going to my parents' house. I am going to highlight Easter. I am just going to highlight Easter just because it is. And I'm going to say it's Good Friday on the 12th. And there really isn't much more to add at this time. I think the main thing as well, there isn't a due date for income taxes. Income taxes have actually been moved. They've been delayed because of what's happening right now. So this is actually a very plain looking spread compared to what it normally can be. But what I want to add actually are some quotes down at the bottom, and I'm going to go into the detailed florals book because there are stickers in here that normally do match with that, but I've already used them. So I'm going to find quotes in here, hopefully. There was a page that had all of the, that had a whole bunch of really nice long quotes, and now I can't, there they are. So, okay, I'm gonna put down this, well, no, I actually want to add this blue, what you water will grow. Does go straight to the edge, but that's okay. All right, so that is the monthly spread with normally my bill tracker and normally my pre-planner. But because of the way things are going right now, there's not a lot of plans that are going in there, and that's absolutely okay. What I might do in the future is actually kind of use this to help plan out what I'm going to do for schooling for Robin and Henry, but we will see. All right. So that one is going back in my mini happy planner. That is beautiful. Gosh, I love how beautiful and colorful that looks. So that is for the dashboard light. I just want to make sure, and I open it, that it's See, that's the thing that's going to happen, is that the insides of the pages are going to fold in on each other because it is, so I have to be super careful with it. That's okay. So I kind of want to do basically the exact same thing to April in here and have them completely match up. What do you guys think? But then the way that I'm using this is that every day in here will be for something that I am grateful for. So I'll show you March, what March kind of looks like. There are some blanks in there because I forgot, but this is what I do. I basically go in here and I write one thing every day that I'm grateful for, and it's such an important thing to do during this time. So I'm gonna speed through this as well, or skip through this, because you've already seen how I did it in my other planner. You don't necessarily need to see it again in this planner. So there, I've glued down the paper, and I made sure to keep those parts intact as well. Now I want to add some quotes in here, actually, just because in my mini happy planner journal, I find it's always important to include quotes. Now I wanted to add the month of April, and I'm gonna add that these are stickers from the journaling sticker book, so this works well, and I'll just add April up here. You can still see it, it's like subtle. Then the Happy Quotes book. There are a few in here that I think would match really well, but I love these. Like, those are my favorite types of quotes, are these ones, but I don't think the colors are gonna match. Like, that might. That might. So let's see. I'm gonna put down like the best is yet to come, because we're all living in a little bit of uncertainty right now. And sometimes it can be hard to see the positive. And then I want to put down this one, the Rise and Shine. Oh, come on, come up. Place that here. And then let's see if I can find something to put up here. I love that. This one. All you need is a little faith, trust, and pixie dust. Okay. I might, hold on here. The happy, happy, happy. I might just leave that as is, and then it's beautiful. Like, I know it looks exactly the same as the other spread, but I actually like the two of them matching. So I know, but I'm using these two monthly spreads for two different purposes. This one I won't actually fill out until the day of. And I will write down one thing that I am grateful for each day. What I'm doing right now, which I did earlier, is using my single hole punch to cut the holes punch the holes for the discs. And then I go in with my scissors and just cut in the slits. So if you don't have the Happy Planner punch, you can still put stickers or paper over the holes for the discs. Making a mess here. And then just use a single hole punch. And it works really, really well. I'm gonna do it on this side. But I wanna thank you, actually, a lot of you guys, for the comments that you've been leaving in the video that I put up yesterday, kind of my Coffee with Karina update. It's just during this time of isolation and social distancing, it's so important to connect with others. And we're so lucky to live in a world that we have the technology to be able to connect. So it was my way of being able to connect with you. I just ripped it. My way of being able to connect with you, but also if you guys have anything that you guys want to talk about or get out
You know, I wanted to give you guys that opportunity as well. And do not worry, I will not stop making planner videos. I have found my groove again and I absolutely love it. Today I kind of struggled trying to get the time into it because I just wanted to take a nap, really. I did take a nap, so I'm finishing this later than I thought I would. It's beautiful. Make sure I don't rip that. I'm going to put that right back into my mini. And I apologize for the state of my hands in these videos because, I mean, I've been washing my hands so much and they're not in the best state. Oh, with the black discs, it just looks gorgeous. What do you think? So there's that spread and then my April for my dashboard. Even if they do have the same tissue paper, they look different because of the way I'm using them. So those are my April spreads all ready to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day.